What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to this multi-time frame forecast. We're going to be going over Euro AUD. Now, if you do not know why I marked up the chart like this already, please go back and try to find the video if you can. Otherwise, I'm just going to quickly go over the things that I did mark up so that you can better understand what I'm looking at as I complete and give an update on this particular pair. So, as always, before we get started, I want you guys to do one thing, and that's just like this idea. Not only does it support us, and it also gives others the opportunity to see this video as well, to potentially learn from it, or to potentially even get some valid setup ideas and scrape away some pips each and every single week. So do us and everyone else a favor, like this video, comment pairs you want us to talk about in the future, and comment your ideas and thoughts about this video down below as well. And let's just get straight into it. So Euro AUD, as you can see, we have this ascending trend. And just real quick, I want to take a fib of this area right here and just show you where I was looking at for being a potential target next, because we are doing a healthy retracement towards this previous leg on the yearly, if we were to consider like a yearly time frame. But I just wanted to, oops, sorry, wrong one, quickly go over what I saw when I was marking this up. So we have this ascending trend line. It was initiated, tested once. So we still have to test it once more before we can actually validate that this is in fact a trend line that we can use reliably moving forward. But what I wanted to talk about was the fact that we have been continually making higher highs. Now, we did have some consolidation right here with this area, as you can see real easily. So resistance with this wick, wick, body, wick, consolidation. And then we finally had a breakout. And you can see with these type of candles, when there's no wick on the direction where it's headed. So if it's a bullish candle, there's no wick. If it's a bearish candle, there's no shadow. There's a higher probability that there's going to be some sort of continuation from there. But obviously, still want to wait for confirmations. But assuming that that is the case, there is a higher probability, not necessarily saying it's guaranteed, but higher probability that we're going to be seeing a stronger push into that general direction. So whether it's higher or lower. That being said, let's go into why we were marking it up. So if I went to the daily chart, I just quickly peeked at or dropped this line right here because it was a critical area of structure from the past. Once again, look left, the chart always leaves clues. And you can see that this coincided pretty well with where price was at the moment. And if we take a look at the weekly chart and zoom in a little bit, we can see why that area was actually pretty significant for us and why we have our stop loss below there as well. So here, I believe we were looking at an entry because it was, let me just double check. Sometimes I dislike this. No, that wasn't it. Why did we say, I mean, we saw structure here. I'm unsure exactly. I don't remember exactly why we did it. I know there was a structure on, let's see, in the daily time frame. It does say daily. So basically, we had just some structure consolidation occurring right here. If you guys are unsure, like me right now, let's go back and review the previous video. But basically, what I had written down here is that we were looking at some structure, and if we look at the daily, especially this weekly time frame, we can see that this structure was holding up pretty well. And I just want to quickly go into the 4-hour real quick, turn on the script that I made for myself and for our team to know whether or not we are in a positive or negative environment. And right now we can see we're getting buying signals, which is confirming the fact that we are in fact ready to make a purchase. So right now, technically, we already missed the opportunity if you didn't enter already, which luckily for me, I'm already in this trade right now. But if you did not enter in time, which is okay, there's still some opportunity for you to come back in on a potential retracement. However, just start looking for valid entries right now because this idea did end up getting validated. So not only did we test this structural area once, but we also tested it 3 times, which is confirming the fact that this is an area of support. So uh, potential area of resistance structure on the monthly time frame. Let's see. That's not right. Sorry, I just wanted to mark this up properly. I should probably have reviewed the video before um, before I started re-recording this. So basically, the reason why I had set up this TP is because it was a 31% retracement of this previous leg, and I wanted to set it up a little bit below on one of the significant levels so that we can have a higher probability of hitting the target. Um, as you can see, we had put this out on July 20th, I believe. So I'm just going to shift this a little bit this way. I'm going to move this up just so we can make it a little bit more pretty. And I'm just going to readjust this arrow. So like I said, we did validate this. We went on entry conditions. And once again, I'm not going to reveal what exactly those entry conditions look like other than just showing you the environment script that I created. And all signs are telling us that we are in fact ready for a purchase. So make sure your entry conditions are satisfied prior to entering. You can see this trade is giving us a little bit over a close to a 1 to 4 risk to reward ratio on this particular trade. So really good parameters on this one. You could actually even move this stop a little bit tighter. I just wanted to give it some extra breathing room because, and technically you could put it just below this area of structure right here. However, I want to give it more breathing room because this in fact was this critical area of structure. We still might have a possibility of dipping below and testing this trend line as well. So I just wanted to give it some room to breathe. However, we are in fact treating this area of structure as support and validating it on that last touch of support, as you guys can see right there. So this is Euro AUD. We had talked about this the last time, I believe, was July 20th. So go check out that video if you are confused on why I set up this idea like the way I did and while we were waiting for a valid setup. So the setup itself is validated, the environment itself is ready to go. I'm already in this trade. Make sure your entry conditions are satisfied prior to entering. You guys check out this risk parameters. You can see the stop loss is around 158. The take profit is around 175. So set up to according to how you would like it. Short-term traders, let's go down to the 4-hour time frame so you guys can see what you guys have as an opportunity. Let's see a little. Oops, wrong one. I want to use this one. Let's see a little bounce right here. So we're going to get this little trend line. We're going to see a little bounce. We're going to break that trend line, a little test, and then you guys could come in right here, putting your stop loss just below this area of structure and your take profit somewhere up here, getting a 1 to 2 risk reward ratio. Please make sure that you're trying to shoot for no less than a 1 to 2 risk reward ratio, especially if you guys are doing short-term trades. Make sure you're risking less than less than 1%, in my opinion, just because you're less likely to contradict or sorry to act emotionally, since on the lower time frames you see a lot more fluctuation in price, so it might be a little bit more scary and evoke you to try to close out the trade manually in a loss in fear of losing more than what you already are in. So make sure you're using proper risk management. Wait for a little retest of that break and then go for a buy, shooting a 1 to 2 risk reward ratio. Other than that, my long-term swing traders, we're ready to go. I'll see you guys in the next video. This is Euro AED. Please drop this video a like and comment down below as well, and I'll see you guys in the next video.